Okay, hi everyone, it's Hazel from Learn, Grow, Transform, or we're trying to do it with a little selfie stick. I'm with Shula Levy of Out of Space, and we're about to go to start our Camden WIBN meeting. But before that, we're having our one-to-one, and I said to Shula, right, it's Stress Awareness Month this month, and I wanted to do, because I used to do a lot of interviews and things like that before, but I thought, right, what's a really good way to get back into it? And this month being Stress Awareness Month, it affects so many people over so many different elements of their lives, whether it's personal, business, your kids, just general well-being. Yesterday I started the series with talking to Michelle Richmond, who gave some amazing tips yesterday about breathing and making sure that you are within yourself and making sure that you're the one who said, yes, I want to, become number one sometimes. And you have to start with that. So today, Shula is like the queen of decluttering.
Thank you.
and I've worked with Shula a lot in her business, so I know a lot about what she does, and I've helped her a lot with her marketing and stuff. So she's really good at what she does, and she's got some great tips. So decluttering to me means that if you declutter something, you're decluttering something as well inside of you and your stress, because there's so much in people's lives, whether it's a whole big cupboard full of stuff that they don't know about or that they've forgotten about. It could be, as you said once before, your accounts or different things. So what would you say if you look at cluttering in somebody's life? If you declutter something, does that help you de-stress?
It definitely does, because we live in a life of plenty, and we've got too much of everything, too much choice, too much pressure, too much. And one of the things we've got too much of is stuff. And
I like that word, stuff.
Because the thing is, clutter's almost got a negative word, because I can consider something clutter and it's your prized possession.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is your stuff, and you need to decide for yourself whether it's worth keeping because you like it or you need it, or whether it is just sits there clogging up space. And by clogging up space, not just visual and physical, it also clogs up space mentally, because you have to, even though don't have to actively do something with the item, it takes up space in your mind. So if you have a lot of stuff in your mind that you don't need or like or want, then you haven't got space in your mind to fill it up with the things that you do want or do need. So yes, and if you reduce that out because it's useless to you, then it definitely reduces stress.
Tell me, if somebody's got lots of stuff, and they turn around and they sort of think, well, we don't really want to get rid of it yet. Is there a point where you say, okay, let's not get rid of it yet, put it somewhere else, or do you say, no, do you really need it?
Well, it very much depends on the person. So as you're going through the process, you get to know the person you're working with, and you kind of like start to understand why they've got to the place where they're at and needed help, and what are the different things that they're holding on to, and for what reason. So for example, if you have a bereavement, or you've been recently divorced and you're furious with your ex-husband, you want to burn all his stuff. But actually, I'll stop you from doing that and say, put it in a box. And when you're less angry, look at it. And you can always burn it. Burning is, the last resort to everything. So, and when people say, oh, I'm not sure because it belonged to my grandmother, and if you're not ready to let go, whether you like it, then I say, well, just get a shoe box, or if you want a pretty box. I never advocate to buy things, because I would like to reduce your stuff, not add more. So use what you've got. If you have a shoe box or another box that you don't use, and put in your sentimentals. For sentimentals is the last thing you should declutter, because it's much easier to start decluttering a kitchen cupboard or a non-sentimental part of your home. And once you get into the process and you start to understand more about yourself in a way, you can then go towards the sentimentals, but that should be your last thing.
So would you say, in terms of, oh dear, we're being photographed while we're doing a Facebook Live, just put us completely off.
Next question.
Okay, So de-stressing, that we've said that that's so important.
Yes.
So is there been one element, like one client that you may have gone to see who's been so stressed and so overwhelmed with whether it's clutter stuff, or whether it's been something that they've been through a very bad breakup, or they've been through something where you felt, we just need to bring you back down. Have there been something like that, and how have you done it?
All the time.
Right.
So by the time people call me in, they have reached the point where they feel they no longer can cope with the stuff around them. And for some people that is like items stacked to the ceiling with no ability to actually open the door and get in. And for other people are coming and like yesterday, for example, I had a lovely client and she was, oh my God, I don't know where to start. And within 2 hours, we transformed her bedroom that she thought was going to be months worth of work in a bedroom.
Wow.
Well, before it was just a matter of stuff on the floor. And by taking stuff off the floor and deal with it and putting it in the right place or in the bin, 2 hours, and she was like, oh my God, and I can sleep tonight, and I probably will have a very restful night. Yeah. Because people always overlook their bedroom because they think, nobody gets in there.
Yeah, and it's not a place everybody goes to.
No, as long as my lounge and my hallway is neat and tidy. But actually, the bedroom is one of the most important rooms in the house because that's where you relax, de-stress, and also where you re-energize, ready for the next day. And if you don't have that process, you always run on empty, which eventually catches up with you. And the whole stress and running on empty and depression and all these things are related in one way or the other.
Yeah, no, I agree, because I've worked with business owners, and I find that I don't deal with the personal side of going to someone's house or their finances to sort of stop the clutter and stuff. I've worked with them on decluttering their business or their room or their whatever, and I've come across people who have years of filing, whether it's keeping filing or other filing, and they say, well, we just don't like doing it, and so we're not stressed about it as such, but we just don't want to do it. But it's funny.
But then when the tax return comes around, they get terribly stressed.
Exactly. And then they're like, we don't even know how we're going to give anything to our accountant or our bookkeeper because, look.
Yes, no.
And it's like, well, you actually have to have done something with it, and then someone like you can come along and sort of say, okay, let's try and put them into years or months or something else. Yes. And then you can feel less stressed because here you can give something neat and tidy.
And also, interestingly, because I've just been working with a client, I'm still working with this client, who was so overwhelmed by her paperwork that now we've been dividing it up between straightforward recycling and things we need to deal with. And so far, after 3 or 4 sessions, she's been able to recoup nearly £3,000 of utility bills that were wrong, and she was paying for property that she didn't live in, but she never checked her statement, her bank statement, or her utility statement. They're very loud, these ladies. We then went through her financial statements, and it turned out she had a bank account she knew nothing about with a nice little sum in it. So, and then the next time I come in, her whole posture and putting it completely different.
Oh, that's amazing.
Her skin's clearing up, her eyes are bright. It is really, really lovely to see.
Amazing.
And that's an underlying stress. Because when I met her, she's like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm not stressed. I'm overwhelmed.
Yes,
I think you can line. Yes, absolutely.
So it's getting very noisy here, so I don't know if everyone can hear. We've got 3 people who are watching us, Shula. So hello, whoever you are.
Oh no, it's 2.
So anyway, so this is going to be live on my page. Shula's going to share it on Out of Space. I'm going to download it and put it onto YouTube, and so you'll be able to find out more about decluttering equals de-stressing from Shula of Out of Space. So,
and thank you very, very much for the Colonel Facet for letting us in.
Yes, so we're at the lovely Colonel Facet in Camden. So I know you can't see the building, but you can see the beautiful, we're trying to be spring-like. But it's not working from outside. But anyway, so have a great day, everybody, and there'll be some more. I'm doing some more, and even after our meeting, I'm going to see if people who are part of this group are going to be able to just give a quick snapshot of something that's, they can help you de-stress in your business, your personal life, or whatever. So that's me, Hazel from Learn, Grow, Transform, and Shula from Out of Space.
Oh, and by the way, Hazel, happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. We'll speak soon. Bye.